huge set of laboratories where WWF's trying to manage natural resources. Also in Vermont, too, no less so than globally, I think UVM has this unique niche here. There's one that it can occupy by itself to test some of these ideas that are as equally relevant here as worldwide. As John said, I think GUND has a great chance to be the center of ecosystem services even more than it did or does already. So we've got this diversity of expertise already together. Me joining would just add another whole effort to that soup of efforts that can learn from each other and that have relative strengths and weaknesses. And I was just talking earlier today about the relative roles of these different modeling exercises, and I think that would be a really, really strong thing to develop. And lastly, this is kind of the most out there, but I think that conservation does a terrible job of rigorously evaluating whether its interventions work. And what conservation does is essentially try to manipulate social ecological systems for better outcomes for biodiversity. And we don't understand them very well, and we don't know whether what we've done works. It's like this terrible secret. And we don't do conservation by experiment, predict what we think the outcome will be, and then put in controls or at least matching methods in a post-hoc way to ask whether our interventions made a difference. And my science group at WWF has started that, begun investing really big in testing whether MPA, marine protected areas, work, whether people are better off, and whether fish are better off really, really than the counterfactual of having never done it. And it's shocking how few cases there are of a rigorous job of doing that. And we're going to do it as long as we can, but eventually it's going to have to be an independent group outside of an NGO. We can't be evaluating ourselves. So I think given how much this place knows about these linked social ecological